Nation plug station, man. We live on Debate Nation. It's in the pink comment. The pink comment. We live, man. Y'all hear plug station, man. We live on Debate Nation. It's in the pink comment. The pink comment. We live, man. Y'all. All right, Chad. We here. We here. Nah, we here, man. We here. We waiting on Dorsey to load back up, man. We live, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Dorsey entered the studio. All right, Dorsey, what it do? Your mic muted. Dorsey, your mic muted. Hey, somebody send this to Top Cat in the Discord. Let me send it to him. Let me plug this. Dorsey getting some shit together. I don't know what he got going.
Be financed. Right.
The revolution will not be financed.
This is a book.
And black people need to get that through their heads. It will be financed by yourself. We keep looking for money from outside sources. Look at what we spend on clothes, fashion, vacations, cable television, white restaurants. We buy 3 times the amount of Mercedes-Benzes as Caucasians and have less than 1/3 of their wealth. What are you doing? What are you doing buying assets that depreciate with time? Come on now.
I gotta go take my Maybach back.
We have gotten so drunk with European materialism that we have substituted it for genuine freedom. In other words, freedom for a lot of us is the ability to shop, spend, buy, party. You follow me?
Good.
That's free. Eat good. That's freedom. It ain't about.
What it do, Top Cat? Dorsey, you here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. We here, man. We live.
Hell yeah, what's going on? Am I messed up now too, Plug? I'm just making sure because I know I'm plugged up.
Nah, you good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was trying to see what was up because, I mean, if I look back at all I ain't even gonna call them influencers, but people that's been propped up as supposed to be for, black nationalists or whatnot, I see that kind of the same things happen with all of them, all the way to Marcus Garvey. Like, there was been so many times that they tried stuff, they did stuff, and then you got operatives, you're scared of people getting involved with your stuff or messing over money or sabotaging stuff. So I could see kind of how he's in the position that he's in, and they've always had people at a point of being a spectacle to their own people. It's just social media and stuff has never been the same. So I haven't seen Dr. Umar change his message, though. So as much as I see all the stuff going on in the background, I haven't seen him change his message as much as I've seen people change their message, such as Barack Obama. Okay, he was with the LGBT stuff the second time, but he wasn't with it the first time. I've seen a whole bunch of people that's supposed to be propped up change their message, but I haven't seen him change his message. So all the stuff that I hear, it's all good. Like, I can see how we can be put in those positions, but in the actuality, I still haven't seen him change his message, and that's something that I haven't seen out of a lot of different people that's supposed to be propped up to be, socially there for people that look like me. So that's why I was going to ask Dorsey. Like, I don't have as much information on him. I watched a lot of his stuff or what he's saying, but I didn't know what was going on with the schools and the different aspects of it. So I'm learning right now, because I don't just hop behind anybody and say, "Ooh, he's the martyr. He's gonna be this." He's just another person to me. But in another aspect, I haven't seen him change his message. So I'm learning right now, a little bit more. I've been learning over a while, but right now I'm just asking. That's why I want to hear Dorsey. I want to hear Plug's opinion on the point of his message. Like, so no matter what's going on in the background, how do y'all feel about Umar's message?
Okay, first of all, no, Plug, you go ahead, because what I got to say gonna bite.
I'm gonna say with his message, I'm not with the Pan-Africanism shit. I get what he's trying to do to build up a community of the youth, though. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the youth, getting involved with the youth, trying to get them in a better position. I mean, shit, kids is kids, And when it comes to ownership, when it comes to ownership, like shit, nobody gets mad when they go to Chinatown. Nobody gets mad at them. Nobody gets mad when they go to Little Korea or whatever, the Korean part of town. Nobody gets mad, you know what I'm saying? It's just when you go to the Chinatown, all the businesses is owned by the Chinese. When you go to Little Korea, all the businesses is owned by the Korean. You know what I'm saying? But when you come to the hood, none of the businesses are owned by blacks. So that's what I feel like is the core of the message that I can stand behind. Like, yeah, we do gotta start owning something, especially on where we live.
All right, but
Okay.
before you go, before you go,
You can
let
hear
me
me
just
though?
tell you that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I can hear you.
My fault,
That's
Dorsey. Go
exactly.
ahead.
Go ahead, Dorsey.
Okay.
No, I was just
I
saying.
came in. Okay, I came up in the generations when we did used to own that. My father owned a restaurant in Jackson, Mississippi, on a street called Ferry Street, and there were over hundreds of other black owners and businessmen who were on that street. If anybody is from Mississippi and they're in my age group, Ferry Street used to be what was basically like Black Tulsa, Black Tulsa, Oklahoma, right to Wall Street. What happened is President Nixon, decided that he wanted to destroy all economic zones for blacks. And he did it by most of these black economic zones were located downtown, right? So what he did is in a case of where my father's restaurant and stuff was located, the state of Mississippi, in cahoots with the federal government, decided that they wanted to go ahead and build a federal building in the middle where the black businesses used to be. And we had black businesses up and down the street. We're talking about dentists, doctors, lawyers. We're talking about shoe repairmen. We're talking about clothing places. Now, there was one place that was owned by Arabs that was kind of like, with the modern, but everybody up and down that street, we had black newspaper boys, we had black shoe shine boys. All that was going on, and I can say that in 1968, 69, 1970, 1971, 1972. Then that's when they started coming in with the urban renewal. They called it urban renewal back then. Basically what it was it was demolishing our livelihood. So then when my father, the government asked him, well, how much do your business make? And we'll buy you out. So my dad got greedy and he told them a price that was a little higher than what it was. But then they went back and looked at his tax records and said, well, Mr. Dorsey, you claim you only made $12,000 a year in this business. And now you asking us to give you $60,000. So then they went and they slapped him with the fines, and he wound up having to he owed the government damn near $32,000. He had to liquidate a lot of his assets. So the U.S. government has always undermined the black businesses and so forth, and they continue to do this today. When these people come over to our country, immigrants, I'm talking about legal immigrants, okay? The people who go and do all the paperwork. Well, if these people come over on refugee status, like the Vietnamese, just like the Armenians, just like the Iranians, these people get a $10,000 check just because they're a refugee. Then on top of that, they get low interest business loans. Their children are given free education. They're provided with low income housing, EBT cards. Well, they wasn't EBT cards back then. It was called food stamps. They was getting a free ride. But the same people who were in the black community who would go and apply for some of these loans, they were denied. So when Dr. Umar come up here and he tells this fictional story about how we used to have things, well, The reason we don't have them is because the government keeps putting roadblocks in front of us. That's why we don't have what we used to have. You know, we starting to come back. We're starting to do this. But, you know, if you don't have an accountant, the IRS can pull you out and audit you. And, hey, game over. Because then you got to pay them all the money that you didn't pay. I mean, that's just the way I observed it. Because my dad,
Okay.
he was like going crazy trying to come up with that money to pay it because the IRS was going to put him in prison.
See, I love it, man. Maybe that thing that happened made it great, but the way you present information right now is undeniable. Everybody has to recognize that. Go check out what he's saying because I didn't studied it, and it's 100% true all the way until the housing crash, all the way to this day. How they're displacing situations for certain people in this United States for us to be able to move forward and do different things. It's a fact. It's not. It's on paper, so we don't have that to discuss. And thank you. You said it perfectly. And my position is I feel kind of the same way, but I don't know. Like, can you give me more on the story that he's putting forth? Like, because I haven't got into that part. So the only thing I'm thinking is, okay, he's pushing this situation. In my mind, it's going to educate you more. So people that have an indigenous background here and have more backgrounds around the world, I'm saying by what he's pushing, you can dig more into information and you'll find more about yourself, whether it's indigenous or not or whatever. By him pushing what he's pushing and you being looking how you're looking, you're going to find out more about your history and more about yourself. So I don't have a point of discriminating against him pushing towards one situation because it makes more information available to everybody. But on the point that you was talking about, Bruce, I would love to hear more about that because I don't know where what was the difference between what he was speaking about and what you're talking about on the point of what black people had or people of color had in this country compared to how he's speaking about things now to make you say that there's a complete disconnect right there.
That man just wants
Okay.
our money, bro.
Let's Stein get in there, y'all.
He a grifter. What's up, fellas, man? How everybody doing tonight, man?
Hey, what up,
All
Sean? I
right.
didn't
All
even
right.
see you in here. What up?
Man, he's a grifter, bro. I don't like the nigga at all. At all. I don't like him,
Amen.
bro. He's a liar. He's a grifter. You don't want to tell these, oh, we bought the school. We bought the school. That's not a school, nigga. That's an abandoned building with junk everywhere. Toilets dirty. Panels in the ceiling missing. You don't want to show nothing. You all talk. You all talk. You right. He hasn't changed his message. But it's you talk. I want to see you do something, bro. Do something. You ain't doing nothing but you ain't even qualified to run a school, bro. You took these people money and he fits to run to Africa. I bet that's why he pushed that Pan-African this and Pan-African that, bro. Nah, bro. America first. You in America, bro. Stop all this Pan-African BS and you ain't got nothing to prove, bro. You ain't proved nothing at all, bro. Nothing. You ain't got no curriculum. You ain't got no teachers. You ain't got no nurses. You principal, nothing, man. I wouldn't want this man nowhere near my kids, bro. Nothing.
Appreciate this.
How you gonna
1
talk
second,
about?
though.
Go ahead.
1
My
second,
fault,
Stein.
bro.
Cash. This is my backup channel. This is my Plug Station backup channel. I told y'all I got like 5-6 channels. I just don't really cross promote. So Cash, be sure to subscribe to this channel too. This is gonna be the panel channel. We finna build it up for the debates. Go ahead, though, Stein. Finish your point.
One thing about me, bro, I don't like niggas who don't take care of their kids. All this black boys, black men need to do this, black men need to do that, the kids, blah, blah. Nigga, you don't take care of your own kids, bro. So how I'm gonna trust you with my kids, bro? That man is a fraud, bro. All these people who keep
Amen.
bringing him up on these platforms, they keep bringing him up on these platforms for him to talk this bullshit all goddamn day. Like you asking for donations and all this shit, bro. But you get paid to be on these platforms. What about your own money, bro? You ain't paid them bills in years and all that. Nah, I don't like him, bro. I told
I'm
you, if he on my
100%.
list, if I ever see this man, I will punch him in his face. And I told my wife, just make sure you bail me out. I don't like him, bro. I don't like him at all. He should be ashamed of himself. I don't respect him as a man. I don't respect him as a black man. I don't respect that man at all. And he know he full of shit, bro. He know he full of shit. I don't like him, bro. I could go in all day about this man, bro. I've been following Umar and paying attention to Umar, bro, since like 2017, bro.
Team.
Right, when he first came out.
Hey, I've been
Yeah,
watching before.
I don't like him, bro.
But
He
I've
a
been listening to
fraud.
messages. I'm 100% on that though. I don't really mess with people that don't deal with their kids. I mean, I know a lot of them. I know they all got situations. I can't speak for every person, but on a regular basis, if you ain't handling your munchkins, man, like it kind of keep you out of my circle because everybody that I deal with handles their munchkins, no matter what the situation is. You know what the business is. If you created it, hey, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So hearing that for the first time, I never heard about Umar's kids, and I didn't know he had damn kids or whatever. So I'm getting
So
a lot of
Top Cat,
info today. I just listened to the message. Yes,
so
sir.
Top Cat, I want to hear your opinion because I came at earlier when the lady was coming at Brandon Johnson about him being Haitian and why does that matter? Do you feel like it matters if he's Haitian or not?
So what is he doing? That name sounds familiar. I'm trying to. I didn't see
He's
it
the
earlier.
mayor of Chicago.
He's the mayor for who? Congo?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Why
Congo.
should it? What? Damn. Why does it matter if he's Haitian or not?
Yeah, I was saying it matters because he was trying to mobilize the black community to stand against this anti-immigration, and I was saying like as a black man it's kind of like okay, that's the mayor, it's a black man, but if he was a Haitian man, it's like okay, now you have a little bit more incentive. This is more of your fight than it is the black community that you're trying to mobilize.
I
Oh,
agree
I
with you
mean,
100% on that, plug.
you got a great point on that. You got a great point on what you're speaking on, but I'm gonna go a little ahead of that to say that you come from the first nation to fight back against a European power of any color or descent and actually create their own nation and get abandoned by the rest of the world. I think that's what they're more scared of. They're understanding that this is a person that has created freedom. It's in his bloodline. So I think that's more what they're scared of. But your point on what you're talking about on his distinction on American bylaws and maritime laws, yeah, hell yeah. He's speaking that shit. They're gonna be worried about it because he understands the effects of it. But it's even deeper than that for them. For you to have a Haitian, the one independent, the ones that fought for their independence against them before the United States, they're looking at that as a major problem more than all these Moroccans and Muslims and everybody. That's a problem right there.
How did that shit turn out though, bro?
So
Y'all
this is
fought.
what I'm gonna say too. My bad, Stein. Go ahead.
You got it, bro. I would say they fought, but how did that turn out for them?
Yeah, we know that got like Top Cat told us they got excommunicated. They got
Yeah,
excommunicated from the world.
world fucked them
But
up,
what I
boy.
was gonna say is this too, Top Cat. It's like specifically the references that I cited was that this administration said around August they was finna start getting the Haitians up out of here, but they're behind schedule. That's why they're deploying some of these agencies and these help for the processing because they're so backed up, quote unquote, processing the Latino community. They haven't got around to the Haitians. So if Brandon Johnson is doing that in a sanctuary city, not letting the police come and get the quote unquote illegals from the jails after they're already arrested for something else, they're not letting ICE come get them from there. And I'm saying, as a black man, it's just a little different than it is as a Haitian man, especially when they said they're coming after the Haitians as of August or September.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I got
100.
something to say.
Oh yeah,
I
All
got
is.
something to say. Okay, Top Cat, you in California, right? Okay, so you know what's going on here in LA, right? With Karen Bass,
They
right?
tell us what's going on with her, Dorsey.
Okay,
We
Karen
got
Bass. Let's just start from the beginning. Karen Bass' great grandfather was Mexican. He raised her, and she's always embraced her Hispanic heritage, which I have no problems with. But when she came into politics, she said that she was a black woman and she was about the black community. Okay. She said that most of her emphasis would be about making sure that the black community came first, which was a lie. Now, when she came into the picture, they were just finishing up SoFi Stadium over in Inglewood. And the housing market in Inglewood, the prices of houses shot up, and also the taxes on the houses shot up. So a lot of black people sold their homes to avoid paying the higher taxes, plus to get the money. Okay, so when she came to him, she was only 2 years into a mayor before COVID hit. No, she wasn't even mayor when COVID hit. So a lot of the things, yeah. So a lot of the things that went into effect was before her administration, under what's his name, Garcia, who used to be the district attorney for LA. Garcetti, my bad, Garcetti. So when Garcetti had set everything up for us to benefit from, she came and undercut it by let's say it. She started giving all these benefits to everybody. Now, before them, they had to set up economic zones. That made them for illegal immigrants were able to go out there and have yard sales every single day without a city permit. Okay. Then she allowed them to put taco stands on every single corner in LA without a vendor's license or a health codes.
Okay, I see the vendor's license and the health code. I see that. But when it comes to having yard sales, like, it's a yard sale, dude. Like, is it a flea market or is it a yard sale?
Nah. When we talking
You're
yard sale, we're
selling
talking about
and you're
people
not
who
from
just
the
get.
country. How
Your
can you
math
have a
is just
yard sale and
wrong.
you not from this damn country? You don't have no yard. You
Your
can't
math,
yard sale.
Exactly.
your math
They
is
was
wrong.
blocking up the sidewalk, plug. If you come
Okay.
out here and look at it, Top Cat know what I'm talking about. They block up the whole sidewalk. You would think it's a boutique or something on the
So
street
yeah, they
corners.
turn it into a flea market. It's not like it's just a yard sale. It's like, I know it's like, because in Texas they got things like that. They call it the markets or whatever. So you saying they turning a block into the market?
Yeah, but see, they putting shit on a blanket. Ain't no tables. It's
So
just
it's like
on
an
a blanket
outside
on the
swap meet.
side of the
Right, but what I'm
sidewalk.
asking is this in front of private property that they have ties to, whether they own or no own, or is it in front of their house or their people house, is what I'm asking.
No. This is
Any
on the
open
public.
free public
That's what I'm
spot.
saying. So y'all
Any
saying they
open
just
free public
picking a
spot.
spot anywhere and they all congregate here and have they, we
Hey,
consider that
plug, we
we
on the
call,
panel right
hold
now.
on,
You can go down the street and show you some shit. I can go down the street right now and show you one of the crappiness spots. They
So
got it popping out here.
what I'm trying to say is to distinguish the differences for purpose like just moving forward for the debate. Where I'm from, that will be considered a market or like a flea market, no matter if it's supposed to be there or not. They just setting up shop as a little flea market. When we think of a yard sale, we think of private property. That's why I had a problem. I was like, well, shit, it's a yard sale, dude. That's private property. But y'all are saying that it's not. They're just doing it wherever.
They're just doing it wherever, blocking the sidewalks, leaving
Any
trash.
public area. And then get on if it causes a disruption in the city. So if it messes up how people are driving or it's making more people liable to have an accident on public streets, then they'll come say it. If it's not that, you can set up in the handmade tortillas. You can get some good food right down on the corner, man. I go and get my shit right here. And then the ones that do better, they make a deal with the people there or they buy the property. So my whole shit, I live off Ramona Expressway. I ain't scared of nobody. Shit, y'all come down here and get y'all some motherfucking beef and some motherfucking tacos. You can get fried rice. You can get chicken wings. They got it popping. And I'm from out here. So in the 80s, they cut all this out. We were selling their corn and their watermelons and they were making money out here. They cut all that shit off and didn't let us do none of that. And then it just all turned on at once. And we was like, wow, damn, we could have been rich off this shit. Y'all
So let
turned
me
it
get
off
this
for us.
right. Let me get just talking and
Yeah,
stop.
because they ran,
Let me
they,
hold
they
on,
ran
Doris.
the black people off.
let me get the pad. I'm trying to. I'm live on my channel too. On a different screen. So I'm trying to keep it where we can all get a chance to chime in. So Stein and just talking. We didn't get to hear y'all thoughts on the Brandon Johnson saying that the woman called out Brandon Johnson, said the word on the street is he's Haitian. So now knowing that, does that somebody's echoing Dorsey? That's your shit. Does that do y'all think that he's handling the immigration crisis in the city of Chicago differently because of the Haitian descent, the alleged Haitian descent?
I'll go first and say,
Go ahead, man.
yeah, just for the simple fact that like that's your people. You feel me? Like time and time again, we at where we where we at as a people. We at the point now that we done seen this play over and over again, where someone who got the same skin color as us come in there, but then they start doing everything for other people. You look at any law that's been created or pushed by Democrats, none of it is strictly for black people. So we done seen this play from Pan Africanism to the black and brown coalition and everything and stuff. Like we done seen that. So yeah, that does play a part because like even when we talking about the mayor that they was just talking about out there in LA, like she claims that, you know, oh yeah, I'm this and that and everything because I think she biracial or whatnot, but at the same time, look what you doing for your people. You feel me? Like you looking out for your people out there, like they said, these people out there setting up shop. You feel me? This is the same
One
place
second,
where
just talking. He not Haitian, JP. I don't know if he's Haitian or not. They saying he's alleged Haitian, but we looked it up. Carlos did on the last live, and it said he's of Caribbean descent. I guess his people is Caribbean, from the Caribbean.
but we all know what they used to say. Oh, I'm not like them. You feel me? We Caribbean, we Jamaican, we Haitian. We not like them niggas over there. You feel me? That's the word on the street, just like with the Africans, everybody else. You feel me? But now, when it's coming down on y'all and stuff, now it's a different play and stuff. You feel me? Like now y'all want to sit here and say we all in this together and stuff. But when we was screaming out like, "Hey, we got police brutality and stuff," we was hearing y'all should comply, y'all should work hard and pull yourself up by the bootstrap and everything. You feel me? Not understanding that the laws that allow you in this country, our ancestors fought for this. You feel me? The laws that let you to have kids over here and let them become citizens, our ancestors literally like was in the streets getting chased down by dogs and water hosed down and hung from trees. So yeah, like when y'all tell us and turn y'all nose up on us and stuff, and now when y'all got a president that y'all people voted in coming after y'all, now y'all want to come and be like, hey, what's up? Because y'all know the people who actually get shit done in this country is our people. We the ones who came out here and made them change laws or whatnot. It didn't happen overnight, but we got it done, and we still fighting. You feel me?
Okay, go ahead, Stein.
Like just talking said, bro. We don't seen this play a million times, bro. No. Sit this one out, people. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying? If the worst thing can happen to them is they get their ass sent back home. Worst thing can happen to us, jail, death. You feel me? It's a different fight, bro. And it ain't ours right here. Nah, we gonna sit this one out, bro. It sound harsh, it sound cold, but the truth is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's a conflict of interest with him being Haitian.
So
I
how do
feel like
y'all feel about this? We're gonna go back around the panel. How do you feel about him
Hey,
saying that
can
he?
I speak? Can I speak?
Yeah, I'm giving you this question, Dorsey, because you know you long-winded as fuck. I'm giving you this question. How do you feel about Brandon Johnson saying at the Black Committee or conference that he's the freest black man in America right now?
Yeah, he the freest black man because he don't have none of the problems that the black man has. You know, he get government funding. He don't get looked at as being a FBA. Now I'm going back to a little bit. I'm backtracking a little bit. They always try to put black folks in the front to do their dirty work. You know, we always been the ones who go out there and get our heads busted in by the police, and then they tell us, "Oh well, they was criminals." I can tell you from the L.A. riots, it was more tethers out there looting than it was black people. Hey, let's keep it real. You know, they always want us to
I
be the
wasn't
crash
around
dummy.
then. You have to kick that to Top Cat. I wasn't around for that or out there.
Hey, Top Cat,
Yes,
Top
sir.
Cat, was you there? You was there.
Yes,
You
sir.
saw it. How many black?
Yes, sir.
If we was to take a ratio, how many Hispanics was it per blacks who was running up in them stores, taking them tennis shoes and looting and so forth, ratio wise?
Everybody was getting, everybody getting busy, man. But I mean, the ratio is messed up. Period. Out here, like, people don't get it. You know, what I mean, it's really as much as you see. That's a small area.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
see
as
when
much as people think. Like, oh, what happened to Pacoima? Y'all really thought it was that many brothers out there?
No, I'm gonna keep it a
It
buck
wasn't.
though. You gotta realize too, this the same city that allowed Figueroa to do what it do for so long.
mm-hmm.
When you think about that aspect of it, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see them letting the illegal immigrants coming in and set up shop and everything. Because at the end of the day, like you said, if they people was there, you feel me? Like, let's not act dumb to this. We got judges that's got arrested and caught up with these people and stuff. That's from the other side. You feel me? Let's not play dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got judges that's in on this and stuff. We got city council people that's calling little black kids monkeys. Let's not play dumb to this now. We know what's up. We seen what's going on.
But it's not California though. California is just different on everything that anybody's experiencing. It's already happening here. Ice ain't nothing new to me. That day every day. Like I'm seeing all these things that are happening. There's small time things like that happening all the time because it's such a dense population of people.
But see, when you look at it too, at this standpoint too, like everything that's happening now to the immigrants, we already experienced times 1,000. So when you saying like they coming in and breaking up the family and stuff, we can point back to the 80s. We can point back to the 90s. We can talk about the war on drugs, all that. If you want to talk about them taking the babies and the kids and stuff, we could talk about how they be coming in there and had the police inside the school arresting little 10-year-olds. Like we did this. So when we sit here and say this ain't our fight, we sitting here saying it from the standpoint like we tried to warn y'all and y'all didn't listen. And now it's too late. It's too late. Like Stein said, we ain't gonna get deported. What we dealing with? Jail, death. That's a Tuesday for black people. We prepare our kids for this when they little kids, when we get them to talk to the standpoint that now our community is like, we've been giving out our gems and goods and y'all ain't been listening. Y'all just been trying to use it as a ticket to the cookout. Now we being quiet. Now we ain't letting y'all know how we move. Now we sitting out elections. Now y'all want to sit here and say, hold up, wait a minute. We not our parents. We not our grandparents. We moving different now. Straight up.
Facts.
That's a fact, bro.
So how do
That's a
y'all
fact.
feel about it? How do you feel about him saying he the freest man and black man in America?
Lying to itself. That's all he doing. Lying to himself. Straight
That
up.
let me know he in with them people.
Yep, straight up. You feel, and they always do that. Once they get into any type of position of power, and they shaking the YT man hand all day and going to lunch with him and shit. That's all. That's be their whole goal anyway. That's any fucking tether goal. I want to be in YT proximity. You feel me? They want to be around there, and they feel like they're different. Understanding, a boy, that you playing a real dangerous game, but because you still ain't shit to them. They don't even really trust you like that. And one thing they hate the most is a person who betray their own identity. That's self-hate shit. That's self-hate, bro. Straight up. Cause like you said, they all, oh, I'm not black. I'm this. I ain't black. I'm that. I ain't black. But all of a sudden, yeah, black people need to fight. And nah, y'all learn that shit. When how we teach our kids and how we would talk, giving them the prep and how that's how you live out here in the world, your people telling you, hey, don't be like them. You want to be by the YT man. You want to be by the YT man. And now it's costing you, man. Because everybody wanted it. And look what you got now. Now you're scared.
But see, they understand the
He
trade-off though.
right about that. He right about that.
They understand the trade-off though. They understand for them to get into them circles, for them to get them incentives and get them little perks that come with it, they gotta play the game to when it's time for you to come up and say, look at me, I'm a black man, racism don't exist, I'm free. That's what you getting paid for. But once you done and you over with, then you can't come back to us. Look at the Officer Tatum, Brandon Tatum dude. Sitting here was telling us racism don't exist for the longest. And as soon as a white dude sat here and called him a racial slur, then he wanted to sit here and say, oh, you're racist. Look,
Right?
y'all, bro, you can't call us. You've been
Mm-mm.
telling us for years now how you should just work hard and you're got a victim mindset. Now
Yep.
look at it now. Y'all got the victim mindset now. Y'all need to work hard and abide by the rules and the laws. You feel me?
No, that's real shit, bro. You see Candace Owens on that same thing. They're gonna try to kill me. They're gonna blah blah. Yeah, I get you, but who is they? It ain't us. The same people you trying to appease the whole time, talking about how black people this, black people that, and you called out your own bias. I'm a little biased, So if you're Caribbean, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna say anything bad about you because oh damn, but you can talk bad about niggas all day, huh? That ain't no problem for you. Oh yeah, protect yourself. Get you a little bulletproof throat.
We in the
Okay. Last
Go ahead.
night I went ham on everybody. You
Dorsey,
understand what I'm
when you're
saying?
not, but Dorsey, when you're not talking, you gotta mute your mic because we hear the echo. It's just
Okay.
echoing. Everything somebody say is echoing off of your mic. I was trying to see who it was, but it's yours.
Well, I'm
So
trying to
we,
go through my tablet and do it, but I don't see no link. So that's the reason why I ain't able to get onto a better hookup. But I'll go ahead and turn it. What I'm saying to you is this. Look, and I don't want to sound like but these tethers, man, they try to play stupid. Okay. They know they left they little rotten ass country and they didn't have jack shit. Then they come to America and they go ahead and work for nickels and dimes, and then they all pool their resources together and be able to get in a house in an apartment. And I'm telling you how it is in LA. When black people get an apartment, the damn land the supervisor or the landlord or whoever it is, they always in our business. If we have company, they always in our business. But they don't say nothing to little Juanito and them who got 8 people living in a 1-bedroom apartment who keep up noise on the weekends, Thursday to Sunday, playing that damn music. And all the
but you
black
know
folks
why?
know that music.
But you know why? Because one thing about it is that they stay to themselves. They don't really go outside of their community. Like, who gonna call them on? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real here. When you go to the Migo hood, it be the Migo hood. When you go to the suburbs, it be shit, black folks here and there. When you in the hood, it don't be, you know what I'm saying? There might be a white guy here, a white guy there, but like, let's be real, like shit. Niggas
See,
not
plug,
calling
that
the
might apply for where you live, but not in California.
Okay, well, the niggas not calling the police on niggas, really, and then noise complaints. I mean, let's be real, they're not finna come over there for no that fucking noise complaint.
Check this out. The police is Mexican out here. The
So
sheriff
what
is
we talking about?
Mexican.
So what we talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like shit. If you want to be real, they looking at like that's they shit, just like we
Yeah,
was
and,
the
and and
hood.
and guess who? And guess who don't get a share of it? Us.
Same thing. Like when you go to certain parts of Arkansas, man, I can take you to some parts of Arkansas where anybody you call is black. I don't give a fuck if you calling the police, the ambulance, a Uber driver. I don't for what you calling. It's all black, so it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just they feel like shit.
No,
It's
plug.
not
It's not the
bothering them.
same thing.
It's probably bothering
Plug.
you because you tired of hearing them accordions and shit. Them accordions not
No,
bothering them.
plug. No, plug. You got to understand, we get illegal aliens. Illegal. They don't
But
stop
you're in a
coming, plug.
sanctuary state. You're in a sanctuary state. According to your state, they not illegals.
No, it's not it's a state. It's the cities, plug. San Diego don't get down like L.A. Frisco don't get down like L.A. Orange County don't get down
Besides
like
San
L.A.
Bernardino don't get down like Sacramento don't get down like LA. Upland don't get down like LA. Lancaster, Palmdale, the whole San Gabriel Valley. They
Yeah,
don't.
plug.
It's a big situation.
You got some spots in Texas that you got to mute up when you're not talking to us. You got some spots in Texas that the Migos will run you up out of there. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's like shit. Dorsey, you have to mute up when you're not talking. You making the show like we hear everything that we saying. So the Migos ran my cousin out the fucking hood. They broke in the house 2-3 times. Nobody else on the house got broke into. Nobody else on the block neighborhood shit. Her house just kept getting broken into because they was targeting her because shit, she was the only nigga over there. I'm just gonna be real. Shit, what did she do? She moved to the black part of San Antonio. She got the fuck on.
Look, this regular shit. That's regular shit out here. It goes both ways. Niggas is doing that
Yeah,
both
niggas
ways
do.
out here.
That's what I'm trying to tell Dorsey. Niggas do the same thing.
And see what happens. Take your asses to part of OC or parts of fucking Central or East LA. It ain't even like they going to the stores. Yeah, it's
Go
that
ahead.
bad.
Yeah, one thing about it, plug, we ain't asking for their damn help. They asking for ours. You gonna dog me out. You gonna firebomb my house. Because that's what they did to the people who was living in East LA, the black family. They firebombed their house. You gonna dog me out, and now that the white man kicking in your ass, now you want us to go out here and catch these bullets. No, hell no. We ain't gonna crash dummy for you motherfuckers. I'm gonna let
Hey,
me tone it
people laugh
down
at
because
that. People laugh at that green light shit, but until you lost somebody in them green lights, you really don't really understand it. It was real. They was putting green lights out on people, and they was dying across the tracks. Like until you lost somebody, you don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's a little different.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck though. This is the best analogy I can give to people of like what's currently going on. It's jail politics. This is prison politics, people. If y'all don't know anything about what goes behind the wall, yeah, you know that the brown and the blacks don't be mixing it up behind the wall, and they'd rather do business with the white tee, the shaved bald head white tees. This is what's going on currently right now. It just made its way into the mainstream political mindset. That's all that happened. And then with them individuals, you got some of them brown people that look at themselves as blancos. You got other ones that look at themselves Afro-Latino. And then some of them fall in the middle. Where we at in our community, our fight with this country from generations, we ain't got time to be figuring out who is who and who on the good side, this, that, and the third. Because for the longest, your mamas, your parents, your abuelas, all them been telling you, don't mess with them black people over there. Don't bring them over here. Don't bring them in my house. Y'all know this. So let's come on. I'm like, this is what it is. That's my best analogy I can give you.
Hold on,
If you
just
got
Mike.
family
Hold on,
members
just
that
Mike.
did time behind the wall, ask them how they get down, and they'll tell you how I get down.
All right, hold on, just talking. Stein, unmute your mic. Somebody mic is terrible. All right, Stein mic good. Top Cat, unmute your mic.
Yeah.
All right, your mic good now. All right, that ain't yours. There you go. No, it is your mic, Top Cat. It's that woo 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 is yours. When you got off, it was doing it. I don't know. Are you plugged in or something? Because that shit is crazy. But yeah, we're gonna keep
No,
this shit going. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. That shit is crazy. It's like, What else we got is all right, we was talking about that marriage. We was talking about that marriage subject too, about the Aisha Curry situation, about how she sat on that couch and shit. We also was talking about Trump, what he's doing. My question is this. I'm finna fuck y'all up. I got a question. I say, and I'm not MAGA or nothing, but I say Trump 2029, not 2028.
I don't think he could be around that long, bro.
Allegedly. Okay, what are y'all saying? And what I say that for is for governor of New York.
He can
That's
do
what I
that.
was waiting.
I think they're gonna use black magic to keep him alive. What are you talking about? They
They can do that.
satanic.
I think if Mamdani wins mayor of the city, Trump probably either run for one of those positions. I think Trump might run for governor. I think when you listen to the way he calls Canada's prime minister governor and just shit like that, like I think he might do it just to say fuck it and be the first president to do it. I think he'll do it and get a lot accomplished for New York, because at the beginning, Trump bypassed that. Trump talked about running for governor and shit. He just kind of bypassed all of that shit when he just ran for president. But I think Trump, if Mamdani wins, I think it's a good chance Trump might run for governor.
That's a reasonable analogy.
Don't push back.
I think he would do it. It makes sense. Ain't that who brought him up on charges the first time? New
Who?
York.
Yeah, he is. Yep, he is about to get right.
Yeah. So if he become governor of New York, he gets to go ahead and burn all those files. He gets to overturn all those rulings. He gets to do all that because it's on the state level.
Yeah, I say
Do y'all think my chat on the main channel is saying they don't think he'll win New York?
Hey man, them people is delusional because they think New York City is New York. It's not. You got Buffalo, you got Albany, you got all kind of other cities that once they all stack together, they can outvote New York City. And then you got people in New York City who won't ride who ride on Donald Trump's dick anyway.
The Manhattan people and all that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I went and did the research. I went and did the research to see if federal or state law prohibited him from doing that, and it doesn't. Like, he could. He would be taking a step down, but like, nah, he could. And I think if any president would do it, it'll probably be Trump. Just for the fuck of it.
I think he should do California.
I ain't gonna hold you. I can see him doing it because it'll be beneficial, like, business wise, but also, he is petty. So he probably want to get some get back for all them people that, got at him, on them charges. But at the same time, though, too, governor of New York is not as prestigious as president of the United States. So that's not gonna stop all them lawyers you done pissed off when you was president from coming from your ass. So
But if the Republicans keep the White House,
and he get that governorship of New York, he get to do
y'all
whatever
gotta
the hell
think
he want.
the presidential election is before the next governor election. And the presidential election will be in 2028, governor election be 2029.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Is my mic messing up?
You just gotta mute up when you're not talking. You need to ask for
I
the floor.
I ain't been muted in the last 5 minutes.
No,
Once
your
you
mic
said Top Cat was
know. Your mic been messing up. I just been turning it down when you're not talking. I've been working. I got a little studio here. I can work it.
okay, work that magic then, plug.
No, just mute up when you're not talking.
No, I do, but when I have to talk, I gotta unmute it. That's the reason why I wait my turn. Okay. Now, like I said, Trump ain't no dummy. He know how to play the game. See, a lot of, like you said, what that top cat who said that that's the most prestigious office is to be president. Who was it who said that?
No, I was saying it's not as prestigious as being president of the United States.
Right. But see, what's happening is um, Trump don't play like other people. He play to win. He don't care about what he look like. Obviously he don't care because they call him everything. He don't have no problems. He don't
No,
have no problems.
I'm not saying that like he's not looking at it as the prestige and it's a problem for him. I'm saying is like other people, like law firms and lawyers that he been like going after and judges that he been going after. They been holding their hand and not retaliating just because he's in the White House. When he get out the White House, I promise y'all about to see a slew of charges come his way, lawsuit after lawsuit. This man done pissed off a lot of people in his first year, and he still got 3 more years to go. So ain't nothing gonna happen right now while he in that office. But soon as he become not president no more, and he put himself in, especially in the line of fire, to become like getting set up for campaigns and this, that, and the third infractions and stuff on the state level. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be lawyers that's gonna take them lawsuits for free, pro
What I'm
bono.
saying is this. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. They arguing in the comments. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
Well,
saying. Like, if he just the president, I mean the governor of New York, that's not gonna stop no people from coming after him. Like, he on his revenge tour right now, but it ain't gonna
After
end good for him.
winner, you're finna come after the Nobel Prize. I mean, the Nobel Prize winner. You look at where he's putting himself at. It's hard to lose.
Look, I'm just gonna keep it 100. His first go around in the White House, he wasn't turning heads and doing stuff like this. This man has basically turned his back on MAGA Nation. Let's just keep it a buck. He's gonna have to worry about it from both sides coming after him. It's not gonna look good for him, man. This man has tarnished and basically like killed political careers. People gonna go in there like with with the bomb strapped on them, ready for revenge. I'm telling you, he's getting away with it right now because he in a prestigious office. Nobody wants that look of going after the president. But when he's out that office and he's no longer a elected official, it's free game.
he has a point.
I don't know though. I mean,
But what they
I
gonna
don't.
go after him for? Because he has presidential immunity, so anything he's doing right now, he has immunity for. So when he comes out of office, he will have to commit a whole new infraction.
Man, all
Crime.
they got to do is open up them Epstein files on his ass.
What I'm telling you is this: if they open up the Epstein files, I mean, shit, I guess. But what I'm saying is, as far as people wanting to get at him, you know what I'm saying? Like he's getting presidential immunity right now, so they gonna have to. Nothing that he does right now, he can get in trouble for it. So
Well,
even
to
if he
be
was
honest
in
with
the
you,
governor position and they wanted to come after him outside of the Epstein files, they'll have to come at him with some new shit.
well, I think he gonna run for a third,
Oh shit. My
and he
bad.
gonna
I
tell
didn't get
us, huh?
say it again. I muted you because your mic echoing still.
Oh, okay. All right. I said he gonna start a war, a major war. I mean, a war where everybody is going to be dependent on his leadership in order to get us out of this mess. Because he's already got the generals in his coat pocket. You know, he got what's his name, Hedseth or whatever his name. He's his little dirty work dude in the military. So they kind of worry. And then you heard about the black admiral resigning. You heard about that recently? The Admiral of the Navy?
What about it? Yeah, I mean, I heard a few people did. I heard, what about it?
Yeah, a whole bunch of patriots are quitting. Those are going to be the people. I mean, if the United States don't break into a civil war, those are going to be the people who we would have depended on in order to do operations in Europe and in Asia. So then, say for instance, the Chinese do attack. We're not going to stop everything to switch presidents. We're going to put everything on hold. And we're going to be like, okay, we don't want to switch up. So let him run for a third term. And he going to get away with it.
Nah, man. Checks and balances, bro. If they let
Oh,
that
yeah.
happen, I promise y'all, bro, that will cause a civil war. That will cause a mutiny if they let this man get a third term. Like,
Well, how
I'm
many
gonna keep
times
it a
did
buck though.
FDR was president?
You said what?
How many times was FDR president?
Yeah, but they added an amendment for that. That's
Yeah, and you don't think he'll have Congress in his pocket to add an amendment?
I don't know. I think that's what they pushing to do, but I still don't. I think that Trump is finna get out the way. I think he might run kickback, run governor, be over at New York Stock Exchange, see where that money going and shit like that. But I don't think shit, we were still at war when Obama came in.
I mean, to answer your original question, plug.
Remember, they were saying the same thing about Obama. Obama third term. Obama third term. He going to enact martial law. We still at war. I've heard it.
To answer your original question though, what charges they'll bring up on him? At this point, I done seen this government do a one man RICO. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised what they'll
Yeah,
come
it
up
would
with.
just have to be some new shit. It couldn't be nothing from the past 4 years. Thank you, Robert, for the $50. Damn, Robert. Thank you for the 50 ball, Robert. Appreciate you. Damn, Robert. Robert says Russia gonna be. He said gonna be Russia and Iran and North Korea. Thank you for that $50 donation, Robert. He says it's gonna be Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Let's talk about that. He dropped the dono too. Thank you, Robert. Damn. But how do you feel about it being Russia, Iran, and North Korea? I think it'll be my opinion on that. I think it's gonna be the way he's coming at Maduro and the way he's coming at Colombia's president. I think it'll be Venezuela, Colombia, and I don't know. He might fuck around and send somebody into Mexico. Go ahead though. Cam, welcome to the stage.
Is he asking like which nation we gonna go to war with out of those three?
Correct.
Man, if Trump in office, man, I think he gonna go after Putin, man. There's too much history there, man. And like I said, man, like he's petty enough to like
With who?
do it.
You cut out.
Putin out there in Russia.
Oh
They
yeah, I
got
don't think Trump going to Russia. That's just me though. You know. I think yeah, I don't see Russia. I just don't right now. But go ahead though.
Man, it's
Anything else
whatever
top
what's the name want to do, bro. It's whatever them boys over there. I don't like to say their name on the platform, but the ones that's in our pocket right now that control everything we fucking doing, whatever they want to do, that's what a bitch gonna do, bro. So it's gonna be them people over there. When he get out
Yeah.
of office, that man gonna be over there in West Bank chilling, bro.
I
That's what
feel
he
like
want.
he came out yesterday and he spoke and he was like, shit, he gonna take out Hamas, but he said we wouldn't put boots on the ground. He said that we'd just be supplying that country with what they needed to get the job done on their own.
So what we've been doing?
pretty much.
Really, basically the same shit.
Yeah, that is what we've been doing. Oh yeah, but we can't forget about Afghanistan too. Trump did say shit, it might get real in Afghanistan.
But ain't that them people enemies, like they ops?
What you mean? Trump don't like the way we pulled out of Afghanistan, and he want to go get that shit back.
But I'm saying
see
though,
Unnecessary,
it
ain't
bro.
as
Afghanistan them people ops? Like they ain't rocking with each other, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Afghanistan fucking with nobody too much. Go
They ain't
ahead,
rocking
dude.
I
with
think it's
nobody.
gonna be China, Russia, Iran, Brazil, and North Korea. And the
China.
reason why I say Brazil is because Brazil is right next to Venezuela, and they would love to take over that oil.
Yeah, I just don't see Trump putting boots on the ground in Russia. Not with me. I think he might give. I think he's gonna give Zelensky tomahawks. Go ahead, Top Cat, because your mic crazy. Go ahead.
Oh, what was saying, Argentina got something to say about what Venezuela doing now. That money.
We can't hear nothing you saying. Nothing. We can't hear. Could y'all hear Top Cat?
I heard him a little bit. He said something about Argentina. Don't like something about Venezuela or something. He don't like. They don't like. Argentina don't like what we doing with Venezuela. I think that's what he was saying.
Okay, you said not China. You said you do realize that for military to shoot one bullet, they need approval from Congress. Yes, but the thing about it is how they're bypassing that is they're labeling these people, they labeling everything a terrorist. So how long are they going to take that? We seen Colombia's president come out and tell their people that it was a fisherman boat. Trump and them knocked smoke off that motherfucker talking about it was a illegal trafficking boat taking an illegal trafficking route, and they labeled them terrorists. They've been labeled terrorists, but they're taking a different approach to even the drug smuggling. So they might not shoot one bullet, but they for sure knocking smoke off these damn boats in the water.
Because
Go
we
ahead.
don't negotiate with terrorists. We negotiate war.
The thing, we don't negotiate with terrorists. They label Antifa terrorists. They label the cartels terrorists. They label not even just the Mexican cartels, but the Colombian cartels, the Venezuelan cartels. They labeling it. We still got Afghanistan, Hamas. Man, we got a lot of motherfuckers that's labeled as terrorists, man. And so that gives them a whole different leeway. Y'all seen Dorsey, you have to mute up when you're not talking, bro. Like you have to. It's like people ain't gonna be able to hear the playback. Like they just gonna hear your mic echoing on the playback. He labeled the cartels in Venezuela terrorist group. So now that gives him they got, what are they talking about, sending the CIA in? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
was muted. I was muted.
oh, I muted you, nigga. You wasn't muted. I just muted you, nigga. You was not muted. But now that they labeled them a terrorist organization, they playing by a different set of rules. They can send the CIA in, they can they can knock smoke off these boats, they can do whatever and just put it under the guise of terrorism.
Different rules of engagement.
Correct. Go
That
ahead.
shit gonna come back and bite a nigga in the ass, bro. You do all that finger pointing and mislabeling and shit. Like when you really look at it, bro, who really the terrorist, dog? Just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
What I think is, do I think the cartels are terrorists? They do some terrorist like shit. Now, do I think that they use the terrorism jacket to turn the heat up on the war on drugs? Yes. I think that the war on drugs been going on for however long. Now the war on drugs is starting to hit home a lot harder because it is fent. People dropping like flies. I say it all the time. Nobody gave a fuck about crackheads. No, there was nobody shed tears for the crackheads. But now that it's fentanyl, everybody's, you know what I'm saying, got something to say. So it's different rules of engagement because they needed a way to stop it and stop it quick. This wasn't a war on drugs they could fight the traditional way. That now they knocking smoke off boats in the ocean. Now they labeling terrorist organizations, sending the CIA through. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I'd like to hear y'all thoughts on it.
Just to piggyback off what you saying though, like they the ones to blame because they funded these wars. They funded these organizations. It got out of hand, and it was to the point where they allowed a lot of these cartels to take out the black communities that was holding it down and really the stronghold on it, and made them the face of it. And it was a undercover deal, wink wink, hint, like, hey, we gonna let y'all do y'all thing and stuff. But then it started getting out of control. Like you said, now it went from touching Uncle Bruce, the neighborhood crackhead, affecting him. Now it's affecting little Susie Mae on her prom night in an all suburban school. Now it's an issue. It's out of control. And again, you can't come to black people and be like, "Oh, this is y'all drugs, war on drugs, da 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 da." Y'all won that war on drugs. Y'all started this one. This on y'all. So now, even then, you look at how, like you said, they gotta label it as terrorists and go at it out like that. Now they gotta label the victims and the users as, like, instead of criminals, now they have a problem. We have to treat them with this problem.
Yeah, they
So
got their
again,
business now.
again, I'm pointing the finger at the government. This all on y'all.
No, that's a fact, bro. When they came to crackheads, yeah, we're getting thrown in jail and all this other stuff. They weren't talking about no rehab. It started affecting them when that opioids. That hit them first. But it wasn't on opioids so hard that it wasn't doing it enough now. So they started messing with that fent, bro. And they started tearing their communities down. You ain't no rehab after that fent, boy. You hit the wrong time, you're falling out. That's it. It's a wrap. Ain't no rehab. None. They couldn't get no paramedics to you, nothing, bro. It's tearing you community down. Because our people don't mess with it. That's one thing I gotta say now. We ain't touching it. Don't want to be around it. Ain't dealing it, slinging it, nothing, boy. That's a y'all problem. And like you said, I blame the government, boy. Y'all won y'all first war. Y'all won. We lost mothers. We lost fathers to death and to jail behind that. Criminalized, all that. Boom, just face of it. Yeah, black, bad, drug, crackheads, cocaine, all that. No, that fit. We ain't nowhere around it, boy. We ain't in the picture. We ain't in the movie. We ain't on the TV show, boy. That's a whole nother series.
Another thing too is that gives a little plausible deniability, like we not just attacking Venezuela for their resources. Like, look, we treating Colombia the same way. We knocking smoke off their boats too. Cam, you got anything?
About what exactly? Sorry, I was researching.
No, I was asking, do you have anything you want to add to the conversation? Any comments, any opinion?
Um, I mean, to be fair with Afghanistan, I guess it's literally run by the Taliban. I don't know. We funded the Taliban before, so
Okay.
the U.S. not.
No, most definitely. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, but we can't act like the cartels aren't doing Taliban-ish shit, like beheadings and you know what I'm saying? Like the guy was speaking about earlier, the cartel probably is some of the best people with logistics in the world. They're gonna get their pack there and on time. So
So you
yeah,
think UPS need to hire some of the niggas from the cartel?
man, they're gonna get that pack there and on time. Submarine, boat, airplane, by land, air, sea.
What can that Fent do for you?
Hey, is my mic better now?
Hey, uh, the private sector does not make submarines. That was a surplus submarine sold to them by the U.S. government. Okay, that submarine probably about 60 years old. Probably a diesel submarine because remember we switched over to nuclear subs. So that was something the U.S. government provided to them, and they were using it. And now they claim like, okay, well, put some people in there, and we're gonna kill them, and we're gonna make it look like there's a war on drugs. It's a phony war. It's a phony war. It's just like the Nazis did back in the 1930s. They started phony wars when they took over Czechoslovakia. It was a phony war. And that is what is going on. The rest of NATO, they're not paying attention to the United States because they like, we got Russia to deal with at our doorsteps. So the United States abandoning them, that ain't nothing that they worried about. They're getting their shit together so that they can counter strike. And like I said, y'all gonna mess around and push Zelensky into that corner, and he gonna bust out with them nukes. And then it's gonna be all bad for everybody. Because that radiation just don't stall up in one spot. It goes with the
And
wind. Wherever the wind blows, that's where that radiation
and
going.
there's a lot of truth to that, man. That's where the silos is, and that's where the submarines are. I kind of understand that. I do think he has something tucked under his sleeve.
Yeah. They pushing that man into a corner. And he like, okay. You see he ain't get upset and he ain't argue with Trump this time. He was a little bit more calm in his demeanor and so forth. So that means that he's
They said
got something.
they made it wear a suit.
Remember when the woman asked him, she said, last time you wasn't holding the cards, right? Remember when they threw that shit in his face? Oh, you ain't
Yeah,
holding no cards, right? And then
yeah.
when the girls said something to him about holding the cards, he just had a little smile on his face, like, bitch, you just don't know. We building bombs right now as you speak. Hey man, I know how it is when you got the military industrial complex. You got to understand, Ukraine is the military industrial complex for the former Soviet Union.
Okay,
All
so
that shit. That's what it. Huh?
I was finna change the direction of the convo. I was gonna ask how y'all feel about Mom Donnie. It's looking like Mom Donnie finna run away with New York City.
Well, we knew that anyway, and I'm going on mute.
How you feel about it, Top Cat or
Who was
Stein?
he running against?
He was running against Cuomo and Swillia. The Republican was Swillia, the dude that started the Guardian Angels, the one that do the subways and trains and shit. And then Cuomo, he was mayor before and shit. He stepped down amid sexual allegations. And then now you got Mom Donnie. He's like 34.
That's the dude that said everybody else was like, oh, they gonna go to Israel. They gonna go this and that. He was like, he ain't taking no APAC money and he gonna stay worried about New York City first. That's the dude, right, Madani?
I don't know if he said all
Look
that.
a little bit younger and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
that is Mom.
You
Okay, yeah,
said
Like,
the
that's
why
right.
would
dude
I
that
go?
That's right. He
started the
gonna win.
Guardian Angel?
The dude that started the Guardian Angels is the Republican candidate, Curtis Swillia. He's barely polling
I
right
remember
now.
when they came out, they was wearing them damn red hats.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the nigga who got ran out of L.A. with that bullshit, talking about some guardian angels, and them Crips beat his ass up in Hollywood. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's the back in the 80s and shit. I remember that shit. That dude,
Oh,
yeah. The red hats and shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say if his biggest competitor was Cuomo, I mean he got too much stank on his name. So
Yeah, I feel like Curtis probably is the one who cares about New York the most. I'm not gonna lie. The dude that started the Guardian Angels, he probably would probably be the best thing for New York.
Not if he said his first trip go be over there.
I
Nah,
didn't
you
know.
already falling off on the wrong foot, boy. If you say the first place you gonna go, you supposed to be the mayor of New York, and the first place you gonna go is somewhere else, you crazy as
I didn't
hell.
say that. I did not hear Curtis say that, man.
They
I
all
think,
said it, dog. It was all the little candidates, bro. They all said it. Everybody said they first thing they was gonna do was go over there. All of them, except old boy that you say about to win, dog. I'm gonna find the clip and send it to you.
um, I know that Mom Donnie's trying to make all the buses free in New York. He's trying to raise taxes on the 1% and the businesses to make the bus systems free in New York. I think
Yeah, the people can get behind that for real.
I'm about to say, I vote for that. You feel me? That's gonna bring the crime down. You know what I'm saying? Now it's about to build that casino over there so people get to work for free. That ain't no hassle. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm with that. Stuff like that supposed to go on. That's why that man is about to win. You go put New York first.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like Curtis is saying it's not sustainable.
Man, Curtis don't know nothing. You listening to a
Curtis is
dude
saying,
who threw a beret on his head and thought that he was going to change the crime in New York. Then he thought he was going to do the same thing in L.A. And we go right back to what we saying in New York. He tried that shit. It didn't work, and they had to get Giuliani and stop and frisk in order to change the crime, to lower the crime. So no, I mean, I don't know, man. I just sometimes just a lot of people. What do they say? Top Cat, people who don't know history often repeat it.
Yeah, it was a good movement. I mean, they had every young person thinking that no, they got a lot of people ass whooped.
They sure did.
They was out there getting their ass.
Red berets and black eyes. That's why them niggas was wearing them shades, cause they was getting popped.
They had people coming out there that ain't from the neighborhood coming up there on the block. Like, boy, did they was getting it.
Yeah, they was getting. You know, they came with that vigilante shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that vigilante shit. We
That's a
ain't scared
fact,
of the
man.
police. If we ain't scared of the police here in LA, you think we scared of a nigga with a red beret on his head? A raspberry beret. That's what we was calling them niggas. Raspberry beret niggas. Nigga, I hung out in Hollywood. We wasn't thinking about them niggas. Them niggas would walk by with a leather jacket like it's a Michael Jackson video or some crazy shit. And man, niggas would look at them and start laughing. And then they couldn't say nothing because they didn't want to start no shit. But you know, they knew their time was limited in LA because wasn't nobody feeling that shit. Just keeping
You
it
done
real.
killed me, damn. Damn. Oh man. Them niggas was walking
Why?
around
What
with them
else?
yellow shirts and them hats on. That shit was funny. Jim Carrey made fun of that shit too.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga walking around with a raspberry beret, nigga. The kind you get at a secondhand store, nigga.
all
I'm,
right.
I'm off.
Plug, you muted, bro.
Stein just it up. See what didn't answer to that question.
What you said, bro?
That on the mail always like where would you go first for your first foreign visit? He didn't answer. He wasn't there.
I thought that man said New York. I guess that's a different dude then.
You're
It's a
thinking of
different
probably
dude.
Cuomo or something.
Now
Cuomo
Como was
answered his.
there. It was like 4 or 5 people, dog. It was a woman and like 2 dudes,
It
and
was
then that dude, I think. Unless
yeah.
that dude I'm talking about ain't that dude, but I know one dude said New York City. That's why I thought it was him. Because everybody
Tom
else said they was
Donnie
going
said
over
that.
there.
Yeah,
So
he said
whoever
he
that
would
guy
focus
was.
on the Jewish population of the city.
Right. He said
I
he was
just
going
watched
over
it.
there first.
Yeah, but Mom Donnie also had one of his assistants leak calls talking about basically they don't give a fuck about what the police think. That nobody gives a fuck about their opinions. They nobodies. They city employees. They get told what to do. So then we done heard him talk about defunding the police.
Yo, he said,
Where
"Fuck the
homeboy
police."
from, bro? What is his nationality, dog? Because like some of that shit be like conflicted of interest and type shit too, bro. Like you need to be at least fourth generation before you run for any type of like public office or something, unless you like that's where your people at like that whole time. Like say you on like an Indian reservation or something. They ain't finna let no nigga come over there and be in charge. You feel me? So you got to be from that bit, dog, before you run for anything anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it, bro. Otherwise, it's conflict of interest. Like I don't want a bitch coming down here talking about he the mayor of Tampa or some shit, and the bitch from goddamn North Dakota or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about over here, bro. So when people be from different countries and be running, having offices and shit over here, man, that's kind of conflictory.
John
He
Deaton,
is from a different country.
John Deaton is from Texas. He ran against Elizabeth Warren a while back, and so shit. I mean, I think Elizabeth Warren is like in the Northeast somewhere. So I don't think
he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim from India.
He's from
Man,
Uganda.
he is not from India. He from India.
What
He's
is
from
India?
Uganda.
He was born
He
in
said,
India.
"Oh
Where was
shit!"
he born?
Don't Uganda need some help? I'm pretty sure they need somebody, man. Take your ass to Uganda with that bullshit, bro.
So
I
y'all
can't take my
saying
black ass over there and run for nothing.
y'all
Well, he
say
was born there, but like he moved here when he was like 3 or 4 or something.
Okay, we just got through having a discussion about what people come from their ancestry. His mom and dad is from India. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know. Hell, I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I'm
pretty
talking
sure
to
his parents are from
I'm talking
Uganda too.
because how he gonna be from Uganda and he ain't black?
Hey, from the
'Cause,
taxi to the podium.
you know, there's like white people in Africa, right?
Ain't no white people in Africa. We
There
have
are
South
definitely
immigrants
Africa
white
from.
people
is.
in Africa.
In South Africa, it just you know what it has been colonized by those people. You feel me? That's basically what happened. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
not
Yeah, but
all
he's
of it's
talking
like
about
complete
Uganda.
black. Is what I meant. Sorry.
We
Like
talking
it's
about
all.
Uganda. Are we talking about the same Uganda that Idi Amin was from?
Uganda in
Idi
Africa.
Amin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I
Uganda.
So
mean,
you mean it?
He said it's white people over there. It's white people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. That don't mean
Exactly.
they
But
from.
see,
That
what I'm
don't mean
talking
they
about.
from there though. They're not from there. And like you said, his people are from India, and he was born in Uganda. So look, you got three allegiances. Three, cause he
Thank
from
you.
Uganda.
They called them coolies back
I
then.
heard
That's
that.
what a real coolie is. A
Cause he got the
coolie.
what's the
Those
name?
are
When
those
he went
people.
to college, he got the what's the name? He was black on his papers when he went to college and got the little grants and shit. So he schemed his way all the way through.
As an
I know
Afro
what you're talking
American.
about.
As an Afro American.
There we
Yo,
Somebody
go.
want to look that one up? Look up coolie. Look that one up.
Yo, that's just
Mm-hmm.
like the dude out there at what that was, Des Moines, Iowa, or something like that, who was a superintendent.
Yeah, the superintendent of school.
yo,
Yeah, and he was
yo.
they ended up deporting him or something like that, detaining him and everything. He had some cash and a strap on him and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yo,
just
that
And
happened
then
a
just
you
couple
heard
saying,
about
days
the
ago,
man.
about a
cop.
week ago.
You heard about the cop from Ukraine who turned out to be an illegal immigrant, overstayed his visa, and became a cop. So they ain't doing no background checks. They're just letting anybody and everybody. And I find it very suspicious that we have all of a sudden, we got all these Indian politicians. Where the fuck they come from? We had them running for president, vice president, everything but dog catcher. So where all these Indians coming from?
I take it to another level since y'all, because I know how this country treated our people and continue to treat our people. Who they related to? Because we know who be over there scamming, who be taking advantage of the elderly and everything online and stuff, and with them accounts. So who they related to?
They
Said we
own a
are
lot of
calling from the
hotels.
IRS. We're calling from the IRS, and you need to send us a money order, or we're going to have you in jail right now.
You
Yeah, I
niggas
had
is
that
off the
phone
chain.
call. Huh? Remember when they was calling up people talking about they was from the IRS on the cell phone, telling people that they owe money and they need to send a money order? Are they going to start proceeding? They called me. And at the time, I was broke as the Ten Commandments. Huh?
I say be scamming like a bitch. Who, when you trying to call and get your phone fixed and calling Metro or whatever the hell, who pick up the phone?
Upon jab.
You feel me? They doctors, all kind of shit, bro. And they own a shitload of hotels.
Are you from
It's the
Louisiana?
Punjab.
Are you from Louisiana?
No, I'm from Florida.
You feel me? I heard that. That's what I knew you was from. What part of Florida? Tampa?
Yup.
Hey, you know what Columbus and Howard meets up? Over by
Yup.
Trick Daddy's Club?
Yup. Columbus and
Oh,
Howard. That's West Tampa.
okay. Remember okay, well, look, I used to live on Albany. I was telling them about all the trash that used to be in the Hillsborough River. They didn't
Yup.
believe me.
Bodies and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah, yeah, that
Hey,
shit
check
dirty as
this
hell,
out.
bro.
Check this out. I went to Hillsbury Community College over on Dale Mabry.
Yo, what up about the
And
Best Buy and shit?
yeah, over there about across the street from the stadium. I was in student government, nigga. I ran for a senator.
Oh, damn. You was down here for
Yeah,
real, boy. You was over there maybe by Raymond James and shit.
yeah, over there by
West
yeah,
Tampa campus.
exactly. My
Yeah.
son decided he wanted to go to school in Tampa over at UT, right? So I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing better to do with my time, so I went back to school. And I
So
went
he
over
went
there to
downtown.
so I went because UT is on Rome Street, right? You know how
Mm-hmm.
Rome go over by the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was over there on Albany on the lower end next to the river. And all them
Right.
river rats used to come be trying to run up in my house all the time. I used to have to get a milk crate to chase them out. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I was in Tampa. You know what Sefner is, right?
Yeah. By
I
Plant
had a
City,
little
it's a
white
Mango
girl.
Mango Road.
Yeah, I had a little white girl with a horse ranch out there.
Yep. Selfman.
Yeah,
About to head to Dover and shit. So you know about Dover then too. That's where the Chicos at down there in Tampa, bud. Dover. That's
exactly.
super
And
deal.
see, they don't know about the Chicos that's over in where they throw the strawberries at.
Plant City.
Not Atlanta, Plant City. Yeah,
Yeah. That's where I'm from Tampa. My daddy from Tampa, my mama from Plant City, bitch. So I graduated from Plant City High School.
exactly. So tell them how many Mexicans hitting back there in
I tell
Plant
them all
City.
the time, my neighborhood with nothing but black and Mexicans, bro. I'm familiar with them very, very well. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah, but see, they don't understand, man. Dorsey been a little bit of everywhere, right?
That's crazy. I was in
I
Tampa.
just don't
I didn't
like
know
snow. Yeah, I was down in Tampa. Hey, you know where Trinity Cafe is?
that.
On the corner of Nebraska and Columbus?
Sunrise.
What? Uh-uh. The
They talking
one
about they
that's
got the
on
Cuban, where they got
Columbus
the
and
Cuban sandwich,
Nebraska.
they got the Cuban sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right there on the corner. I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. I used to be over there too. But like I said, I went to Hillsbury Community College. I ran for politics and I became a senator. And they was all
Damn.
tripping out on me because they was like, "Oh, you from Cali?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, nigga! I'm finna shut this shit off." I say,
You
"Vote
know,
for
all that
me, and
shit went
everything is
around.
free."
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
was
What
there.
year this was?
Let's see, what was that? 2017 and
Oh, okay,
18.
damn. You was down there been recent.
Yeah, and then I moved to Newport Richie. I got married to a girl from New York. I lived in Pasco.
Yeah. That's where I'm
You
at
know what
now. I live in
Pasco?
Bedford Hills now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Off the 19, right?
That's the long way, bitch. That's the way you take the motherfucking Newport Richie and shit.
Right, right.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you
all
on
them damn
SR?
junkies and shit out there. Off of the
What you on SR
54.
52?
Yeah,
Okay, you
54,
know
like that
about Dade
54,
City
56,
then.
yeah. Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you know about Dade City, right?
I'm about like 10 minutes away from Dade City.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, back to, Plug, back to your show, Plug. He just kept talking, and I was like, man, he sound like the dudes back in Florida. Hey, can
Yeah,
I ask you one more question?
yes, sir.
What is a spigger?
A spigger.
Yeah.
You should know you talking about a spinner or a scraper, a spigger.
No, Spigga.
Oh, talking about like a Chico that act black then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
A Chico that act
Y'all
black
thought
like
I
a
was making
nigga.
Yeah, a spigger. That's what I kept telling these.
Yeah.
They didn't believe me. Carlos didn't know because Carlos Nicaraguan and Mexican, so he don't know, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but Dorsey got in with the subculture when I was down in Florida.
True.
See, they don't even know about Kodak Black when he was
I know
pulling them scams.
most gotta know about Kodak Black, man. Yikes.
Man, Carlos didn't even know about Kodak Black, bro. He probably don't even know about Rick Ross neither.
He gotta know who Ross is. He down that way. Don't do
Rose,
low like
man,
that.
come on, man. If you don't know who Kodak Black is, there's a high probability you don't even know who Rick Rose is either.
Yeah, really. You don't know no Trick Daddy, no JT Money, none of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what Trick Daddy got his club over by the liquor store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right across the street is that apartment building that got all them Chicos, right? But I think they
Mm-hmm.
more like Cubans, right?
Mm-hmm. I
Okay,
just talking about right up behind Young.
Yeah, over there by the Cuban, over there by the cigar store. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know where them bamboo bushes is over there by the walk-in laundromat?
The bamboo bushes.
Yeah, think about it. When you go across the street, there's the laundromat, the walk-in, the 24-hour laundromat, and then there's a big grove of bamboo. That's where
I can't tell it right now, bro.
That's where all the little Cuban hookers used to hang out. They used to hide in the grove of that bamboo. So
I
every
know what
time I
part
would
of town you talking about. I just can't picture the damn bushes.
wait, okay, now that you know, roll by there and you gonna see them bamboo. I mean that tall bamboo. That's where them hookers is, them Cuban hookers. That's where
Nigga
they
trying to
hang
have me
out.
get hemmed up, man. Riding all the way over there to no damn
No,
bamboo
I ain't
bushes.
telling you to go. Hey man, I'm just saying, if you ever in that part of town, just take a
Yeah,
look. Cause I used to
yeah.
go to that little Cuban restaurant that was on the corner of Columbus and whatchamacallit.
You said Columbus,
Bamboo
Nebraska,
hooker.
right?
And Howard,
Yeah.
Howard, and then the other one is, but see, I was out there on Albany, Rome, Albany, all them streets.
Yeah, because they run like parallel to each other.
Right, all the way up to UT,
Mm.
University of Tampa.
Yeah, like you said, by the river and shit.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
just
that
telling them,
high,
man.
kind of close by like Hyde Park area a little bit.
Right. Remember that kid that killed them people up in Hyde Park?
Hell no, I don't be in no motherfucking Hyde Park.
No, but remember they went, this was about what, 5 years ago?
I
6
can't
years ago?
recall it, but like I
Okay,
know
but
about that
anyway,
area, but I don't even be over there off of Kennedy and all that shit. I don't be over there. You know, Tampa
okay,
big as hell, bro. I could go through my whole day without hitting the side of town, man. Especially if
right,
nobody don't live over there. I ain't got to go over that bill. Niggas don't go to the
exactly.
mall and shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I go downtown, I go to the Buck game, I go to the Lightning game, you feel me? Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Cuban sandwiches down the road from my house. But I go to Plant City before I go to West Tampa or something. I don't
All
go to
right.
the club no more. I don't go to the strip club no more. That's when they used to be over there at West Tampa at the strip club.
Yep. Right there on Dale Mabry, right? Up and
Mm-hmm.
down Bay Mabry, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Over by the Walmart and the McDonald's.
Yep. Well, that was Best
Right?
Buy shit used to be at. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Over by the airport, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just saying,
International Mall and shit.
the International Mall, all that. So when Dorsey, see what they don't understand, I don't have to make up no stories. I live that. I live them stories. You see where I'm
Real
coming
shit.
from?
Real shit.
And see, I'm not the kind of nigga that stay in the house. I ride them streets. I was riding around in Tampa on a bicycle, and you know that's most niggas do on Tampa, ride bikes.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
big
got to
though,
know
like cities within cities. You feel me? So it's cuts. Like you could be on behind here. Oh, I didn't know this shit was back here. Be all kind of shit, boy. Side streets. It's roads. I still ain't never rolled down.
exactly, bro. So that's me, man. In LA, I find out. New Orleans, I found out. Tampa, I found out. Pasco, I found out. So my whole thing is, man, you got to do some traveling if y'all really want to know this United States and get to know. See, I know how the brothers and remember when Obama came to St. Pete and they cussed his ass out.
Mm-hmm. Bitch was
Remember
booing the shit
they
out that
was
man. We ain't showing no love that motherfucker. But I was about to say, did you see Stacey Dash when you was in Newport Richard?
yeah
Yeah, I
yeah
was saying, you know her ass live over there, junkie that boy.
exactly. But see,
Crazy ass.
that's why I had much. Hey man, when I first came to Florida and I heard about what the brother said to Obama in St. Pete, I said, man, I
Mm-hmm.
got much respect for these brothers down here in Florida, cause they ain't with the bullshit.
Hell nah, bro. That's one thing a nigga not on is no bullshit. You on the bullshit, you over there.
Yeah,
Like, don't bring that bullshit over
exactly.
here, bro.
Don't bring that bullshit over here. And that's what they told Obama. Don't bring that bullshit. Obama, they was putting him on blast, right? Telling him he was a sellout and a coon. Remember they told him that?
Mm-hmm.
And
He
Obama
is.
was like, well, yeah. And then they said, and then he was talking about, well, we could have this discussion later on. You and I can talk about this in private. He was like, nah, I'm talking in front of my people. We want to know what you going to do about this police brutality going on here in Tampa. They shot that boy, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My
Okay.
homeboy got killed by the police, man. Straight up.
Mm-hmm. Sheriff
For real, bro.
or the city.
Oh, the city.
Okay.
This happened in Plant City. Matter of fact, it didn't even happen in Tampa, but Tampa and Plant City like a couple minutes apart, Same
Right,
shit.
right, right,
But it
right,
was
right,
all
right.
Plant City police. It wasn't the Hillsborough County Sheriff. It was Plant City police. Sprayed my dog up
Exactly.
in the shit.
And I've been over there to that county jail, the one on with the one with start with F. What's the one? That's over
Falkenberg.
on the others. Yeah, Falkenberg. Yeah, I've been to Falkenberg over there by Riverview.
It's
At
Brandon.
Riverside or whatever it is.
Brandon. It's
Yeah,
Brandon. Riverview a
Brandon.
little bit further down the road.
Yeah,
But
I
that same
told them. I
area.
was telling them. Right.
Yo,
Uh,
quick question, man.
Okay, but back to the thing.
Y'all know who this Dark 40 is down here?
I seen
Yeah,
him
he
on the
from Mississippi.
Discord. I seen him on the Discord the other day. So he put it familiar. He was talking about playing
Yeah, he
games
from
and shit.
Mississippi. He
Oh,
from
all
Mississippi.
right. Cause I thought I seen some crazy shit in the comments or something.
Yeah, but guess what? I went to the high school that he went to, but I was in the class like 25 years before him.
Damn.
So he thought I was trying to dox him or whatever the fuck that mean. So when I kept asking him questions about Starkville, it's called Stark Vegas. That's what they call it, right? I was asking him, and he was leery because he thought I was trying to hunt him down. Hey, Dorsey get around. Dorsey get around. You know, if it's got wheels or it got wings, I'm hopping on it.
Oh man.
I told him about my little escapades in Alaska. I told him about my little escapades in California. And that's what I encourage all brothers. Hey man, get around and that's why Dorsey got 15 phones now.
Damn.
Cause the government ain't gonna catch me if I can help it.
Straight up.
I talk too much shit. And I know they like, nah, we gonna get this little motherfucker because he talk too much shit. You see where I'm coming
Niggas stand
from?
on business.
Exactly. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this to everybody. Look, FBAs, which are the foundational Black Americans, we built this damn country. We are owed our reparations. Y'all talking about, well, you wasn't there as a slave. No, nigga, you owe my dad, my great great grandfather overtime check. And y'all need to give me this damn money because I'm collecting. And it ain't gonna be no justice and no peace in America until y'all do right by us. That's why your little funky ass country falling apart. Cause y'all depend on everybody, but then when the shit start hitting the fan, you always run to black folks to try to help you out. We stopped saying prayers for America because guess what? God bless us, FBAs. He didn't bless America. We survived the most harshest conditions of slavery. We put up with a lot of shit, and we still here, and we want our money, and we still winning. We don't apply, we don't die, we multiply with white women. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm going back on mute.
Shit, plug don't went to sleep, bro. We just in this bitch chopping game, nah. I don't know if he's sleep or shit. He gone though.
Dorsey just put it in. Damn.
Nah, it's facts though, man. I ride with him on that same shit.
You
For
riding
real.
with the white.
What?
He said, I'm trying to stop laughing. He said, we don't die. We multiply with the white.
No, you probably my daughter just said, hell, no, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Put that in your
Nah,
oh,
man. I'm about to motherfucking take me a shower and shit, bro. My ass had on passed out during the middle of the day and woke up at like 4 or something. Was mine about to sleep, man. I'm good chopping up with y'all boys, man. Get at y'all later.
Hey, I'm
all
jumping
right, so
back in, man. I want to say salute to you, brother. It was a pleasure meeting you. It was an honor. It was an honor meeting you, brother. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, definitely, man. Starting pushed on.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, man, I am honored to be among y'all on this panel because y'all kept it real. Okay. Now, I kind of cut back because, yesterday I went crazy. I was smoking that good and, I got a little out of hand, but I kind of kept myself back. And this is what this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be around my peers and be able to say what's up. And then the young man, what's the white boy y'all had on there? Plug. What was the name of the man y'all had on there?
Plug gone. I ain't seen Plug in a minute.
Oh, okay. So we get to run the show tonight.
Dorsey, you been running the show.
No, man, y'all run the show. I'm finna get the donations. For $50, we can heal any disease you got. Send your money in cash, P.O. Box 191, Los Angeles, California 90012. Once you send that money, put your hand on the speaker, and we will say a prayer for you. Now, anything else? Hey man, that's why them folks looking for me. They like, nigga, we gonna get you. You done talk too much shit, Dorsey. We gonna get you. No. Long as I can hide out here in LA, you ain't gonna never catch me. Top Cat, you still in here?
Hell yeah, man. I'm trying to.
Okay, Top Cat, I'm gonna let you take the podium You go ahead and lecture the people and let them know what's happening. I will be on the sideline throwing an amen and hallelujah. But go ahead and educate some of these people.
Oh shit, I ain't got nothing to do. I was finna taxi myself on out here. I was just here with you. I mean,
Okay,
anybody
then
else?
we're going to talk about Gavin Newsom and reparations. Remember, Gavin Newsom is bringing back up that dead horse.
He did it
He talking
again?
about, yeah, he got the little people out there on the reparation thing again.
Oh wow.
You know, he
Yes.
gearing up for his presidency, right? So he gonna probably say like California is the only place that did research on reparations, yada 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 yada. I'm the only candidate that think black people should get reparations. Cause ain't nobody else gonna say it.
Wow. Wow, that's a
So
hell of a thought.
yeah, so if he come up there and he mentioned reparations and he put that on his platform, I mean, it ain't gonna happen because you know Joe Biden said they was gonna get all they debt forgiveness for their college loans, and that didn't happen. You see where I'm coming from? But I believe that Gavin Newsom will be the one who go ahead and take marijuana off the chart and make it legal. Because as soon as he make it legal, we can make some real money.
I'm just saying, man, that's a big dip. That's a big dip. Reparations, he got the whole country divided. Like, no.
Well, I tell you what, if he legalized weed on the federal level and I can put the money in the bank without being arrested, Dorsey gonna make his money. Dorsey gonna make his money.
Well, shit, you got that hustle about you. I done seen that game go up and down too many times.
Hey, yeah, because I'm making homemade brownies. I'm gonna
Oh,
make my yeah. Hey, yeah, Dorsey's homemade brownies. 100%. So
oh,
yeah, so they can, you know, they can say whatever they want to. But I
yes.
believe that, but if we gonna come back as a nation, everybody's gonna have to start their own hustle. Cause we can't count on the corporations no more.
But that's a big push. You get reparations into the game. Whoa. Could you
Well,
imagine the fourth now wind up paying for reparations in the next 5 years?
hey man, they gonna have to. They gonna have
That
to. They gonna have to pay us.
I don't
Cause
know.
see, well, let me put it to you this way, Top Cat. Okay, at 10 years ago, it was never even to be spoken of, right?
Yeah, but it was mentioned.
But now it's getting a little bit more. It's getting a little bit more following. You know, black people are now because now we're talking about FBAs because we're like we don't want nobody else to get reparations but FBAs, right? Why you think these tethers trying to sync up with us, right? Oh, we were slaves over here, and whatchamacallit, we should get reparations. Well, you got to deal with England about that, partner. We talking about America. We talking about American slavery, and we want our money.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want to cash out in this situation. You know, and you could be on both sides of the line. Your family can move on both being slaves, being slaves. You could be on both sides of the line.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and my thing is, hey, just cash me out with 300,000. You ain't got to give me no million. 300,000, all I need, tax free, tax free. I need my money to be tax free. Do you know how much good I could do in the community with $300,000?
I don't think they're gonna do.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna open up convenience stores with convenient prices. You see where I'm coming from? I should not have to pay $4 for no damn aspirin that you got from the 99-cent store. Well, I'm talking about from Dollar Tree for $1.50. So why am I paying $4 for it? It's medicine. You see where I'm coming from?
That's true.
But anyway, Plug, he probably went to sleep. I tell you what, man, y'all go on and have a good night. Dorsey gonna shut it down. I'm finna go to bed, but I will definitely be on tomorrow. And you too, Top Cat. Top Cat, when do you usually get on here?
Shit, it be various times. Yeah, shit.
Well,
In the morning, sometimes I miss it, but usually in the evenings.
okay. You didn't catch me yesterday, did you?
Yeah, I missed that one. I miss,
Oh man. Yeah, boy. I cleared my lungs yesterday on some motherfuckers, right?
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still haven't heard nothing. I gotta find out. I'm like, what
Okay. So this would happen, right? Me and Carlos was having a discussion, right? So one of the brothers said that he wasn't gonna help with the demonstrations, with the Latinos being pressed by ICE. He said it ain't our fight, right? So Carlos, being Carlos, he gonna, question like, why ain't it your fight, right? So then, you know, the brother tried to be diplomatic with his answer, right? So then I explained to Carlos, I said, well, Carlos, I'm gonna tell you why we don't do that, right? We don't wanna protest on y'all behalf. And I explained to him that I was at a laundromat over here in the valley, and I met this Afro Latino sister, right? And me and the Afro Latino sister was chopping it up. And as soon as it was 5 Hispanic guys in the laundromat with us. They all quiet, right? As soon as she leave out, all of a sudden it's habla, 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 habla. And one of the words that I caught in the conversation was puta and mayate. You hear what I said, Top Cat?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Exactly.
So then I didn't say nothing the first time I heard the words, but then they said the socia, which means dirty, and they put a feminine adjective to it, right? So then I'm like, okay, you talking about the girl, right? So then they said sucio mayate. You hear what I said? Mayate, right? So once I heard that word the second time, I jumped up and said, yo, man, the mayate understands Spanish. Now, which one of you motherfuckers want to say that shit again so I can whoop your ass up in here? Right? So then, I tried to explain to Carlos why I felt the way I felt, right? And he said, well, that still doesn't explain. And I just broke it down to him. I said, you know what? The reason why, because we don't like you motherfuckers. That's why. I didn't say we hate you. I said we don't like you. Because you know that them white folks is racist and your own people is racist, but y'all want to play stupid. Because he tried to say, how do you know they was talking to you? I was the only mayate in there. What the fuck you think? Am I right or wrong?
You bring up the wrong story.
Hey, I was telling why black and brown can't get along because brown don't know how to motherfucking act.
You brought up a very fucking reactive story. Like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, but when you listen to the thing, you gonna hear me go, oh man, I went off on that motherfucker, man. I hate to be like that. But he called me. I was over there, I was high. I had just got through smoking 2 blunts,
Yeah,
you know.
man, now I know.
Yeah, I was higher than a monkey's ass in a banana tree, right?
Yeah, man. Damn. He was like, we just don't like it.
Yeah, but see, my whole thing is when I keep it real with you, you can't handle the truth. It's just like Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth.
Damn, yeah. He was like, shit, because you ain't hearing the situation. I get it. I get it. Damn.
Yeah, and then, it slipped out my mouth. I told him he was a white boy, right? But I didn't explain to him why I said he was a white boy, and you brought it up today, telling him that, hey, the Woods and the Mexicans ride against the blacks. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that everywhere, but shit, I mean, from where I'm at, yes, that's rules. That ain't even a thought. That's just how it goes. And it's gonna
Yeah,
go.
but see, but we cool with. Look, we got a lot of Hispanic friends in the community, but we got some that just want to be a manache. You know what a manache is, right?
It sounds very familiar. I don't know if it's the exact definition, but
You know what manache means?
let's see if I do.
It's Spanish for coon, a raccoon. That's a manache.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
think I think I heard something like that.
yeah. So that's a coon. That's a coon. That's a raccoon in Spanish. So we got we got coons in our community, and they got manaches in theirs. So Dorsey like to hit you where it hurts. And that's just the way I am. I didn't want Plug to be demonetized or nothing like that. So I kind of apologize for that. But man, I stand on what I got to say. I stand on what I got. Now it might not come out right, but it's damn sure the truth.
He said at the laundromat, they all jumped in, sound like Jim Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. Tell a lava, right? I'm at the lavateca, right? I'm at the lavateca, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? The lavateca.
He said, I see you, motherfuckers.
Hey man, you have a good night, man. I'm out of here too.
All
Later,
right, man.
Plug.